Hello my friends, welcome to Reddit Rabbit. Before we start, catch the rabbit at the bottom right corner, smash that subscribe button and leave a comment. r/AskReddit, a new dating app is launched. Instead of a photo of the person, it shows you a photo of their bedroom, car, kitchen, shoes, how they have their tea, coffee, things like that. What photo would tell you the most about someone? And would you be most interested to see to choose a potential date? I'm a big clean bedroom person. I know everyone would just tidy their room for their photo, but if it was honest it'd be really handy for me. My therapist told me that one of her patients was depressed so he didn't clean his room for months. Anyway, she asked him to see a picture of his room and that made him clean it up, because he was too ashamed. I've been there numerous times. The only time I would shower was when I had appointments at the hospital. Same with cleaning up the apartment. I'd be comatose 99% of the time until I had someone coming to visit. Then I was on autopilot cleaning like my life depended on it. Yup, I wasn't doing as well with showering before my therapist appointments and I guess it got kind of noticeable. That's what finally got me on meds. One of the most miraculous things to ever happen to me. Like, I still have depression and anxiety, but I'm functional. I feel like I'm 19 again. I'm in this comment and I don't like it. Which is a good reason for me to ask people to come over. So I have a reason to tidy up. To be honest, I just need an audio file of them chewing. Oh no. If this was the case I would have never given my wife a chance. I love her like no other, but she is such a loud chewer. Make it video. Do they chew with their mouth open? Also, do they slurp shudder? I'm sorry we'll never be together. Their bathroom. I feel like I judge a person on the state of it. I feel uncomfortable if it's in a state of really uncleanliness due to you using it to be clean. Also if their towels are constantly damp. I've always told my friends that when having company over, especially if it's a date, that the first and foremost thing they'll be judged on is the state of the bathroom, whichever they use. Dated a guy with roommates, two of which shared a very dirty bathroom with him. Hair and dirt all over the counter, toilet, tub. I chalked it up to having to share with roommates, because his bedroom was okay. One day I cleaned the bathroom so we might have a romantic bath later. We were chilling with the roommates and I had to pee so I went to the now clean bathroom, but there was very little toilet paper and no spare rolls in sight. Went back to the den area and asked where I might find some. He just sort of shrugged and was like I don't know. His roommates just stared at him. What if the roommates found a roll somewhere so I could pee and not have to wipe with the cardboard roll? And I left a short time later. We dated for a few months. And I think this was a pretty solid indication of his lazy, inconsiderate interior under a charming, romantic exterior. This is always the first thing I clean if I find out someone is coming over last minute and don't have enough time to tidy everything. Next is the kitchen. It's fine to have a couple dishes in the sink, but all surfaces should be clean, wiped down. After that, I'll feel pretty at ease with someone at my place. I agree with this. I had an ex who still lived at home with his family. He was 18 and in high school when we started dating, and his entire house, but bathroom specifically, was horrifying. Bottles upon bottles of random it. I don't even understand how anyone stood in the shower, there were so many empty bottles in there. Plus the mildew and soap scum. Ick. Then there was the overflowing smelly laundry hamper and clothes all over the entire bathroom floor. At least 30 empty TP rolls on the floor at any given time. Overflowing bathroom garbage, and it was a full-size kitchen one. Not a square inch of counter space to put anything, because there was so much filth and it everywhere. And don't forget the random sprinkling of cigarette butts, all under a nice layer of dust. One time I spent the night there and they said I could shower and I was just like, nah, I'm good. I look for hand soap next to the sink. If they don't have it, they don't wash their hands. Their kitchen sink. Because a kitchen sink to you is not a kitchen sink to me. Okay friend? For me, their kitchen cupboard. What food do they like, and presumably cook? Are they on a special diet? What brands do they prefer? Do they have decent coffee? Do they stock up on stuff like long life milk and basics like baked beans and tinned tomatoes? That would be interesting, but my cupboard has stuff I don't eat. That's why it remains. My kitchen cupboards are essentially a wide variety of spices and oils and vinegars. My fridge is mostly water and beer and condiments. I meal prep every week and don't keep snacks around, because I'll snack all day. Really, I'd like to see their coffee collection, recipe list, and kitchen appliances, to make sure we like the same coffees, like to try and collect new recipes, and like to use a wide variety of appliances to try new foods. Long life milk. What is that? I would like to see their fridge, please. You can only see the fridge or the freezer. Which one? Well, no one hides dismembered humans in a fridge, do they? Yeah, I feel like freezer has gotta be the move here. What? Who cares about some stupid dismembered humans? I wanna see what they do with their leftovers. I mean, if I know I'm going to eat it by the next day or so, then yay, fridge is fine. I would never marry my wife if I knew how the room looked. Feels like a scene from Indiana Jones some days. Instead of snakes, cats jump out from under piles of stuff. Same. My wife is the biggest slob. Like, she seriously doesn't know how to put anything back where it goes or put new things in a place. It's just piles of stuff on every horizontal surface. Right now, since we got home from work on Friday, here are the contents of our coffee table. A heated rice bag, a bottle of honey, a tape measure, the Valentine's card I gave her, a chair slip cover still in the package, pet nail clippers, 2 separate stacks of McDonald's napkins, a guitar tuner, and a Sherwin-Williams paint swatch. That table was clear on Friday morning. We had already developed something special before I got to, see her place. Mayo, my girl, used to be horrified of me surprising her at her place when we first started dating. Now that we've lived together for almost 4 years, I know she is a messy little it, leaving garbage out on the counter, in the sink, food, drink left in the rooms, attracting bugs. I put my foot down on the bug situation, and so did she when she saw what she was doing. So, as a comp, we get together every couple or few days, put on some coffee and music and clean the house. It's easier to do it together, even if it is mostly her mess we are cleaning up. Same aspect with her laundry. She has literally 5 big hamperfuls of clothes on the couch that's been sitting there for weeks, and I separate my stuff because it takes up 2 hampers, and she wonders why she still gets mad when I don't separate her shirts from pants from etc. She still don't understand when I said the first time, I ain't your frickin' maid. You're a godsend for doing this with her. My best friend is wonderfully organized, and she didn't understand how much trouble I had with organizing until she was helping me move and saw me stare at a tiny pile of pens and shirts and some miscellaneous things, because my brain was too overwhelmed to figure out where they should go. It's such a stupid problem I can't get around, but she was able to give me direction on what I should do with each bit. It's so helpful. Dude, seriously. My house isn't trashed. Garbage is in the garbage can. Dishes are generally clean or in the dishwasher, etc. Just terribly cluttered, because I can't organize things to save my life. I have a wonderful knack for going straight back to a thing I laid down weeks ago in a random spot to make up for it, but keeping horizontal surfaces free of random not garbage bits and bobs is a gigantic challenge for me. Just because this was me, you or your wife might be interested in learning about hoarding tendencies and ADD. I was just a clutter bug for years, then depression knocked me into hoarding, and now I have a really nice and clean house. My brain processes items differently. I had to understand that and try dozens of systems to figure out how I can operate with my stuff. I am so much happier now. Their collections. Do they collect books, board games, video games, sneakers, cocktail dresses, makeup, computer parts, minerals, dead insects, skulls, empty Doritos bags, children from different mothers, fathers, beanie babies? I wanna know. Whoa. How did you know all the things I collect? Weird. Yeah, but he missed human body parts. Oh man. Collections can be a huge red flag. One time I dated this dude that had a massive lightsaber collection. He was obsessed with them. He finally confessed to me that they were trophies from murdering Jedi, and only then did I notice that he was a 10-foot tall robot person with a lung problem. Yeesh. This will make a fine addition to my collection. Video games. I would prefer not to let a potential date know how much I've spent on Steam.